Merry meet and welcome. Welcome to the realms of mysticism, the occult, and magic, where your possibilities are only limited by your imagination. Welcome to the witch's cauldron and discover the knowledge you seek. Gather round the cauldron and even stay for a spell. Brightest blessings to you. Merry meet, Libra, and welcome to the Witch's Cauldron. This is Paula with your January 2023 tarot reading. We're going to start things off. You have your Barbieri Zodiac Oracle cards over here. Libra, there is your card. You are ruled by the planet Venus. So let's start off with an overarching energy from the Moonology Manifestation Oracle deck. And Libra, for you, we get the last quarter moon in Aries. Work through your feelings. If you're feeling uncertain about things, ask yourself why. Why are you feeling a particular way about things that transpire or have transpired? And let's get another oracle card for you, Libra, from the Moonology deck. New moon eclipse. Expect powerful change. All right. Libra, those two oracle cards are kind of couple hard things for you because you're about balance, right? You're about clear thought, being able to speak your mind, speak about your feelings in an honest fashion. And you may have been, you're not real comfortable with really big changes sometimes because you like more things in the middle. You don't like one way or the other. You like having your feelings in check. And when you feel, either overly sad or overly happy, your normal tendency is like, okay, why am I so bubbly or why am I so down? You like that balance and that evenness in the middle. So let's go ahead, Libra, and get into the tarot part. This is based on the 13 Moons spread taught to me by the former head high priest of the trad where I trained. And it is based on the pentagram. So we have water, dealing with emotions and relationships. We have fire, which is about passion and drive and determination. We have earth, about resources. That's money, career, finance, the roof over your head, and the food on your table. We have air, which is creativity, being able to express yourself, your thoughts, higher learning in general, and gaining of knowledge and wisdom. And we have spirit, your connection to the divine. The last three cards is what I call Ish, the universe wants you to know. So let's start this off. I pre-shuffled the deck before I started up the camera, but I am, okay, now stay and stop. So let's come over here to water, your relationships. The first card up is the Two of Cups in reverse. And you may be in separation from someone you love. This doesn't necessarily have to be a love interest. This could be a family member or a friend. And this absence is really kind of bothering you. You may have had a big argument, or relations have been very, very strained. You may not be trusting as trusting, or you may not trust someone in your inner circle like you used to because of information you got, arguments, etc. The world. This is a time of completion. That relationship, if you separated from someone, be it friend or lover, it's over and done. You need to transition and move to the next chapter. If they're meant to come back, they will. But this is also about cycles and you learning karmic lessons along the way. If you had a disagreement or a separation, or you're taking a break or a complete breakup with somebody, work through your feelings because you might be all up in them and you may be bottling everything up, and you need to really embrace and think about them to learn whatever lessons you were supposed to learn from this experience. This is a card of delays, obstacles, and betrayal. um, Something that was said to you may cause you to doubt yourself. You may have a lot of regret over words that were said, the ending of the relationship, but it had to come to, that was the natural time for it to end. It's not, you know, anything other than that relationship had run its course. And you know what? You may end up picking back up later on. But for right now, it's not in the cards because you see, he's looking to the future, right? He's waiting for that ship to come in. That ship's still out there. It's not going to come in anytime soon. So during the month of January, I really wouldn't make any overtures to try and fix things until later in the month or even into February, depending on the energies at hand. Right now, you need to be more in, just know that there are changes coming, there are powers at work, like I said, karma, divine intervention. Those powerful changes were necessary for you to learn the lessons you were supposed to learn. Okay? Let's come down here to fire. This is your drive, your passion, and it's passion, not only sexual passion, but your get up and go, your motivation to get things accomplished. It's the things that you feel passionate about. Okay, and we have the Seven of Swords in reverse, and this is you taking responsibility. And it could be that, somebody kept secrets from you and that killed. If I can't trust someone, then they don't have a lot, I don't have a lot of room for people I don't trust in my life. So you may have found out some shady ish that was going on. Or you may have been doing somebody else dirty and it came back and kind of blew up on you. But your heart's not in whatever the situation was in your relationships. Your heart's not in it anymore. And you recognize what role you played in it, working through your feelings. And at this point, I'm really kind of picking up that you're trying to kind of get your groove back. Feeling overburdened, the Ten of Wands in the upright. Feeling like you were struggling, and this could relate back to work where somebody was doing something really underhanded at work. I'm not really seeing that. A relationship may have fallen apart because your work life balance was out of whack. You may have been in workaholic mode and somebody felt like they weren't that important to you, or conversely, it could be you saying, you know what? I'm done with people who where I'm doing all the work, and my passion for this connection has died. Four of Wands in the upright. When you have stability and that excitement, finding your groove, then you get the most accomplished, okay? And that's what the Four of Wands is all about. This may have been kind of like, and I hate using these terms, quote unquote, soulmate or twin flame. The Four of Wands is sometimes indicative of a soulmate or twin flame journey that had to come to an end, and you're just feeling kind of ambivalent and lacking drive for much of anything. You're just kind of going through the motions. And I'm really picking that up, not so much at work, but going through the motions at home. Over here in Earth, your money, your house, your resources, um, things of that nature. The Ace of Wands. This is a new opportunity for earning money. Okay, this is new potential and a breakthrough, powerful change. Expect big changes, working through your feelings. Okay, if you're so unmotivated over here, what gets you going? Okay, Justice. There may have been an unfair decision or unfair action with regard to your household, and it's settling back down. New opportunities bring things back into balance. Libra, this is your card. See, right there. There you are. Boom. This is your card, Libra. You're wanting that balance. You don't want to have to fight for everything under the roof. You don't want to have to work, you know, 80 hours a week to barely keep the bills paid, okay? You want to bring things back into balance, and there's a new potential coming for you. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You may have had a lot of chaos, bad luck, and this is you breaking the cycles that you keep repeating. Remember, I set up here the world card and karmic lessons and things that you needed to learn. Here's the other one of the other karma cards, and it's about, okay, what am I supposed to learn? Work through your feelings, expect the change, but more importantly, what are you supposed to learn from the adversity that you've been fighting your way through? And so let's come up here to air. Air is all about learning, knowledge, wisdom, being able to communicate effectively, and your creativity. You may be feeling like the Five of Pentacles in the upright. You may be feeling like a lot of you've got a lot of worry, okay? Your thoughts could be obsessed on finances, lack thereof, resources, the lack thereof. This is you feeling like you're just left out in the cold, kind of, without any shelter, or you're afraid of losing a home, and your thoughts are occupied with that. The Seven of Cups in the upright. You may have had a lot of choices to make. You may have made some pretty bad choices. Don't let yourself get caught in all of this stuff up here with, worry and everything. Don't let those thoughts become obsessive, okay? Or to flip into just wishful thinking without taking any action, okay? I call this the LARP card, because a lot of people way back in the day who were into live action role play seem to create their alternate, or really bond with an alternate reality, because their own reality kind of sucked, and they liked being in their make-believe world more than they liked being present. Okay. And that could be part of it. You may have had too many options, um, or had too many thoughts about, well, I could do this, I could do that, I could do this. And then you like convinced yourself to do nothing because you overloaded your brain with obsessive thoughts, okay, that were not realistic. All right. Six of Pentacles in the upright. Again, this is another card about fairness and balance. You have to balance your thoughts with action. If something makes you unhappy, going through your feelings, what can you do to put change into action? It may also be, if you are not the one that has undergone financial issues, you may be thinking, or your financial issues resolved a little bit, new opportunity, resolving things a little bit. You may be looking at, okay, how can I give back? But that's not only with money, it's also your time. Okay. And if a lot of imbalance was created in a relationship and someone was, relationships are supposed to be an equal give and take, right? And if somebody was breadcrumbing you, or not doing their fair share of the relationship, you may be stuck in that kind of obsessive thoughts like, well, that SOB should have been blah 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 blah, right? But just remember, don't focus all your energy on the negative. Flip it, put a positive look at it, like, what was the blessing going through all this? What was I supposed to learn? What is the blessing that I got going through a negative experience? Okay. Let's come up here to the divine, your connection with a higher power. You may be feeling really hopeless and wanting to just throw up your hands and give up. You want to just, you feel like spiritually you're drifting without any kind of purpose or any kind of passion or drive to do anything different. Whoops. And we have the Seven of Pentacles in the upright. Reflection. Taking a look. If you are feeling spiritually disconnected right now, why are you feeling spiritually disconnected? This is another card of balance. And it's also related to Taurus. So it could be you're thinking about, okay, where did I go wrong in the area of resources, with my money, with my home, with my finances, with my job, blah, 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 blah. How did that affect your your connection to that higher power? It's really taking stock of your spirituality and your connection to that higher power. How can you get back to center? How can you get that spark and that connection back, especially if you're a magical practitioner? If you're feeling really disconnected right now, when we are disconnected from source, from that creator energy, from that area of manifestation and universal energy and power, we feel completely lost as magical practitioners because we're so dependent on that interaction and that activity with universal power and that creator manifestation energy that, we feel really off when we're feeling disconnected. And we have the King of Swords in reverse. This is finding your truth. This is your inner truth. It's wielding I'm going to say quiet power. All right. When the King of Swords is upright, he cuts through the BS to get to the quick of a matter, okay? It could also be that the reason you're having financial issues, this is also an indication of um, sometimes someone involved with the law. In other words, judges, attorneys, uh, probation counselors, police officers, fire marshals, positions like that, okay? Where if someone misused their power and you're feeling very, very disconnected because you're like, all right, universe, why did you allow this person to abuse their power over me and put me into a mess? I'm not so much getting that for most of you Libras. It's more about having that quiet power, working through your feelings, okay? And going within to figure out why you're feeling so disconnected and lost right now. Let's get 3 cards for Libra, January 2023 ish. The universe wants you to know. The 4 of Pentacles in the upright, the Page of Swords in the upright, 6 of Cups in reverse. Right now, you're wanting to keep your feelings to yourself, okay? I call this, when the 4 of Pentacles is in the upright, I call it the a-hole card because this is me, 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 mine, mine, mine. And, you know, a lot of times this will come up associated with a person who is all about themselves and they do not give 2 whits about what you think, what you do, or it's all about them. But in this case, I'm really feeling like this is more related to you holding back your feelings, not trying to upset the apple cart too much, okay? You don't want to lash out in an unbalanced manner. You're trying to stay in the center. You're feeling very restless, and you may be just kind of overwhelmed with ideas about how to fix things. Or this can also be finding new ways to communicate with someone to repair the issue, because the 6 of Cups in reverse can be somebody trying to come back into your realm, okay? But you're wanting to maintain a sense of independence. You may not entertain the idea of any kind of reconciliation during January. It might come later on, but in January, it's kind of like, no, I'm done and dusted with you for right now. And until my feelings really change and my ability to communicate with you changes, I'm just not going to entertain coming back. It's also taking a look at your experiences and what you were supposed to learn from everything, working through your feelings, trying to figure out, okay, what knowledge was I supposed to gain through these experiences I have been through. So Libra, I hope that helps. Please give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the Witch's Cauldron and becoming a member if you so desire. And with that, Libra, as I always say, merry we did meet, merry we will part until we merry meet again. Be well and walk in love and light. Bye.